I discovered that I am a very good dishwasher. So if anybody of you wants to wants to,
Oh, my husband is also, I have a new talent. My husband is also a very good dishwasher, and he's also excellent at cleaning the house. So I think that if he hadn't been in my house would have been a complete, because I am a slob. So the poor man is constantly running behind me and my daughter, picking up our clothes, washing our clothes. Otherwise, suddenly my daughter and I look at each other and we're like, oh, we have no clothes. So I have discovered that maybe men are just better dishwashers than women.
but you have to be in pandemic for that. So
So yes, that is.
that's
Have any of you made bread?
sorry.
Yeah, I
Any of you
tried. I
made
mean,
bread?
I have. Yeah,
You have?
I mean, bread maker में तो बनाई है, yes.
I made bread. क्योंकि bread नहीं था.
We
The
made
first thing, so I made bread.
we made pizzas and some
Wow.
with from the wheat flour. We discovered something can be done with the wheat flour as well. So we just tried to explore things which we never tried before. Yeah, we are trying to keep ourselves busy.
Great.
Okay, so Sajji, आपका कुछ डिशवॉश का एक्सपीरियंस कुछ है?
Not just dishwasher. I do other chores also. I make tea in the morning and the evening, and I had been boiling eggs, making some bad omelets, which nobody ate. Only I ate. So pandemic has taught me that I'm a bad cook, but it's okay. I entertain them otherwise. Yeah, it's okay.
You can play guitar.
That's really great, but I'm blessed. I have my sister who take care of cooking. But again, yeah, I did a dishwashing. But I think I'm expert. I need to take her feedback that whether I'm doing good or not.
Sure, you're doing good. Yeah.
Yes.
I think we all are doing fantastic. I think we're all doing all fantastic. Me, actually, so I'm not a person who's a foodie. And I was vegetarian all my life. Before the lockdown, I think 2 months before I became, I think Aruna ji knows, I became non-vegetarian.
Achha.
It's a conscious choice, yeah.
You became
because I never used to. So I was a vegetarian.
Small story. You can tell that small story, Shivani, because other people get confused.
Yeah.
Why did I become a non-vegetarian? Okay. So my trainer is 20. When I met him, he was 24. And I have been doing a lot of weight lifts and stuff with him for last 2 years. And my last I did was I do deadlift for 90 kg. And
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing
30,
with him.
But not 90.
90. I mean, I want to do it like 110. That's the goal.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So when I was doing that,
Aniket, शर्म कर लो, हमने कुछ नहीं किया.
20 किलो बहुत है सर.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shivani. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So I was trying to reach my goals. I was not fit. I was not good, but still I was able to pick up 50 kgs. Being not fit also, I was able to pick 50, 60 kgs with him because his coming in my life, a lot of things changed. Alcohol was a part of my life every day, so the alcohol kind of stopped. Because अगले दिन सुबह 6 बजे जिम में जाना है, so you can't be under the influence of alcohol. So धीरे धीरे the alcohol had to go, which I loved a lot. There were some couple of beers I loved and some sangrias I could, I thought at my age I can definitely have it. I don't have to ask anyone. But then that went away because otherwise I was not performing. So then he said, let's try the protein. The protein was coming out, the powder, my body couldn't take the powder. So he said, let's start eating now. So I said, वो तो कभी एक भी नहीं खाया है, तो कैसे खाएंगे? So can you believe for 3 months I used to have those eggs in front of me and I used to नहीं खाना है, कुछ और खाएंगे. Until one day he sat with me, he said, आज तो खाएंगे और ये task है. So then I told him, okay, give me another day and let me think about it. You know, because I've been, it was nothing to do with religion, but my
Yeah.
parents are Brahmins. They never had a drink. They never had, okay, the drink was easy part to take socially because when I got married, I was entertaining a lot of buyers and stuff. So I was traveling a lot. So drinks were something like fantastic to be taken with people. तो वो easy था उसको गलत करना जो भी करना, and then I started liking it also. You start enjoying things. Until I realized कि अब तो खाना पड़ेगा, so we started with eggs. Now it was quite a task. I never liked it, but then I thought नहीं body के लिए अच्छा है, so I have to eat. So I started eating eggs, and धीरे धीरे I started eating mutton, keema, and in within 3 months I was eating everything, and I had a pact with
You enjoy
myself. I
it?
will now I enjoy it, but the pact was I will not touch the vegetarian food. That was the pact. That if I'm eating this, I will not touch the vegetarian food because that is something I've loved all my life. How can I not like that? तो उसको escape करने की बजाय मैंने ये पैक किया कि अभी vegetarian तो खाना ही नहीं है. जो बुलाएगा vegetarian के लिए, I used to tell them I don't eat vegetarian, so I'm not going to come to your house. People couldn't believe me. They were like, "What's wrong with this woman? We've known her for 45 years. She doesn't eat garlic. She doesn't." What
Oh
is
my
wrong
God.
with that?
I think it's easily one of my top 5 discoveries in Zoom call.
Acha.
Because I am
So
been
no one
struggling
could
to go
believe.
vegetarian, and I'm planning to go vegetarian in 10 years. It's like a 10-year plan. When I
Please,
turn 50, I'll go vegetarian.
please, don't ever think of it also. It's
We'll
coming
talk
from
about
someone
it
who
later.
has, but don't even try it because I realized there were a lot of things. I mean, let's see, my daughter is a vegan. My son has urticaria, so he has to be a vegan. My husband, he's a Marwari, and he's always eaten mutton and everything. Now, when he sees me eating, he has a problem. How come Shivani is eating? So he doesn't want to eat. He wants to eat vegetarian now.
You,
So
you are
like
you are
four.
influencing not many lives, Shivani ji.
So when we go to a restaurant, four of us, if by together we are together. So if the guy has to be like एक vegan है, एक बिल्कुल ही vegetarian है, एक vegetarian खाएगा नहीं, एक mix खाएगा. So we are like kind of a situation because I was the only vegetarian in the family who could be with everyone. And now I'm like सब कुछ खाएंगे but vegetarian नहीं खाएंगे. कुछ ही कर लो. I will not even touch vegetarian food because it took me a lot of time to understand a lot of things regarding my body. I'm not saying vegetarian is not good. I'm saying it is excellent. Vegan is bad, not at all. But one should just believe to understand what their body wants. Um, I feel all my life I've eaten one kind of diet. My body was not adapting to things. Suddenly I was allergic to paneer. Suddenly I was allergic to milk. Suddenly I was allergic to cheese, something which I love. I just love cheese like anything, any kind of cheese. Especially if you like wine, you will love cheese. And when you entertain so many people, and you're traveling a lot, so I realized one needs to understand their body. जब मैं खाने लगी तो मुझे guilty नहीं feel हुआ. मुझे लगा no, my body is responding to it. And during the lockdown, first time in my life, I went out to give blood to someone. They were in need. तो मेरा अभी तक जो blood group था वो हमेशा hemoglobin was always 8. And during my father's time, I mean, he's no more, I had taken some blood from some people. So, that was always in my mind that I have to return this. So that day I was sitting and someone said कि Rotary में bank खत्म हो रहा है and they are looking for some blood. So I said I can come down. I went there, I gave the blood, I gave 2 ounces of once and then 2 ounces once again. 4 ounces में देके आई, and it was such an amazing feeling because it made me feel healthy. कि I can give blood. I've taken a lot from people. So I don't know if vegetarian eating or non-vegetarian is good or bad. I think if my body is able to take it, why not? But eating it was quite a task. I mean, I can write a story on that because stopping तो बहुत आसान है.
I'm sure.
At my age, starting eating I've done a lot of work on myself. I must say that. But then now I'm happy. So I've been eating a lot of eggs. I've been eating mutton keema. And then suddenly my husband had that thought, no, I will not eat non-vegetarian. I will eat vegetarian. So I was cooking for him for 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, pura dal, roti, sabji and all. And one day he said something, हम दोनों की लड़ाई हो गई. I said, अब मैं तुम्हारा खाना नहीं बनाऊंगी. तुम अपना खाना कहीं और जाके खाओ. And he had to shift to his office for the food. Because I said, I'm not going to cook. I've been cooking for 20 days and you feel the food is not good and I'm going to anyway eat my eggs. I'm not cooking for you. And 2 दिन उनको लगा ऐसे ही बोल रही है. फिर 10 days उन्होंने बाहर खाया. His office was cooking for him. He went to eat there. Then he realized, कि घर में खाना बन रहा था, मैंने ऐसे ही उसको बोल दिया. Somewhere you have to put the foot down. It's something very personal, but then I told his mother also, I am putting my foot down, I'm not cooking for him. And they were like, हाँ बिल्कुल ठीक है, बिल्कुल सही है, उसके लिए cook मत करो, because they stay in a different house. And thankfully, yes, we have the help coming from Paas ban gaya uska for last 2 days she's coming, so he's very happy now, he can eat at home. So anyway, the point is not that कि you जो मिल रहा होता है ना कभी-कभी वो अच्छा नहीं लगता है क्योंकि आपकी expectations कुछ और होती है. So I'm really glad I did that. And now he can appreciate some good cooking because I send the food to his cousins now. I don't make for him. आज भी Thai curry we made. So his cousins are having fun. He's like, she's not cooking for me. मैं कहा नहीं तुम्हें मिल रहा था तुम्हें अच्छा ही नहीं लग रहा था तो तुम रहने दो. And the cook has come. He's back. He's back to his non-veg now.
Okay. Oh my God. So he understood the taste.
Whatever. It's just, when you get something very easily, you don't appreciate in life. I believe in that. So
Yeah,
थोड़ा दिन है ना कुछ थोड़ा सा बदमाशी करना चाहिए life.
Yeah, that is really true. That's really true.
Thank God our wives are not hearing this.
Sorry.
So now you can differentiate between chicken, mutton, and fish. You can differentiate from the taste buds.
Yes, I can.
That's really
I made
Wow.
prawn curry also for myself 2-3 days back. First time.
This is an amazing story. As she was saying, Reshma, we have seen people convert to vegetarian and vegan, but this was an
Yes.
amazing story. Yeah, damn good.
Especially like someone like me as a healer, as someone who's worked all her life in only healing and only helping people out. And of course, I believe in Ayurveda. It's not me, but then
that's believe everyone now. There is no doubt on it. I think India is believing Ayurvedic now. Slowly, I think so. Reshma, why you are not
but
believing?
it has
No,
nothing
I
to do
believe in
with
Ayurveda fully. But I
Yeah.
can't do Ayurveda na, because I am from a Tambran family. So if I have to follow an Ayurvedic diet or even a Kashayam, my father will have to tell me you have to go vegetarian first. Because there's no, I mean, I can do the face packs and all of that, but the stuff that you do with respect to the dosham and all of that in terms of the south, especially where I come from, I'm a Palghat Iyer. For us, Ayurveda is a very big thing. You have to be very careful with respect to your diet, and that's impossible for me because I am a non-vegetarian. I've been it all of my life. I have a fairly balanced diet, but it's a balanced diet with non-veg as part of the diet. At least, so it's just every day, one meal. So for me to take that out will be very difficult. It's a long-term plan, and we've tried to find some sort of balance between vegetarian and non-vegetarian in our house. But no, Ayurveda though it's tough for me from an ingestion point of view. But I am completely wowed by the benefits of Ayurveda if you follow the treatment. 100%.
That's actually. Really
No,
great.
but I was even able to do that because I'm off rice, I'm off dal, I'm off vegetables, I'm off fruits for some time, for last 3, 4 years, not eaten wheat. So that makes a lot of difference, okay, what kind of food your body adapts. If it is adapting vegetarian, fantastic. If it is adapting non-vegetarian, fantastic. Like I stopped so many things 3, 4 years back. So that also makes a difference. तो खाओ क्या फिर? तो फिर जो मिल रहा है the body says fantastic. जल्दी जल्दी यही खा लो.
That's
Excellent.
great.
Excellent.
And we wrote great things like about diet and veg and non-veg. Also, the conversation is also like
I think at one point Aruna must have just said, "Oh my God, is that Reshma on the phone? Is it?" So I remember it was Diwali, and I think, looking back, one of the most exhilarating periods of my life. Just the two of us launching this book, which under an imprint that was my own. I dreamt up an imprint. I made up a logo, chapoed it, and I went to the same printers who published my last book. And so yeah, and then I told Aruna, go sell the copies, my friend. And she said, "Arey Baba, where have I landed?" Honestly, the journey. So the second journey had again a lot of learning, and I'm going to do it again to Aruna, and this time it's going to be more, and I'm going to go and tell her. And she's already saying, no. See, all of you, she's waiting for your books. Mine, she's like, God, she's going to come out with another book, and I have so many sleepless nights. Did you notice? She's going to come and she's going to sit on my head. That's what she's going to do.
actually it was very sweet, memorable. I can see. When you remember, it's in Diwali time actually, and
Oh my God.
never forget Prakash Books cooperation, because the
Yeah.
editor was putting more pressure to Reshma because it's a Diwali time and the daily guys will take.
God, I know.
And he's saying, please take the books, because the Reshma which printed the units are huge. And I think those people work. I never seen Prakash will reply in the night, like around 10 o'clock. After 5:30, I will never get any reply from Prakash. But that moment, it's a great moment. So that moment, actually, Reshma, I didn't tell you this. When I got a reply from Prakash from Surinder, and I realized, yeah, something is there in this book. So that's why all the people are working for this book in the neck of the time to.
It was a nightmare. Oh my God. But so I think that's what so my learning from the experience is, one, cut publishers a lot of slack because it's a terrible business. Go on publishing business mein, who goes into it with choice? I don't know. Why you would go into it? Because nobody makes any money. In my opinion, no one makes any money in this business. So I think the entire business is a calling.
It's a passion.
And yes, you might have the 1% of authors somewhere who make business, and yes, maybe there are editors around the world who are very famous. But honestly, it's a calling for all of you. So I think this journey, every time I meet a publisher or an editor, I say, dude, hats off to you. And the second thing I've noticed about the publishing industry, does not work on contacts. Yes, you have some celebrity authors, but the celebrity authors bring with them something, right? They bring an entire community with them. So the publishers, but honestly, so hats off to publishers, hats off to people who take such risks, hats off to someone like Aruna who told me, okay, I will do it. She had no clue, but she said, chalo. And to the PR agencies, whoever, who say, okay, this is what we're going to do. So yeah, now will I go back to a publisher, a traditional publisher? Probably not, because I have now complete control over design, jacket design, distributor. Aruna and I can just make our own plans and decide to do whatever we want to do.
You're mad on that.
So
I totally back you up. Perfect. I totally back you up with this. Please continue.
Yeah. So I think we have, and it felt very good being part of, and the printers also. printers, I think Replica has never, he said to me, what we have done for you, we have never done for anybody. 2.5 weeks turnaround from us getting it to you having the book in your hand, we have never done. Because I think I must have given him also sleepless nights. So I think I took and of course, you know, and it was a team of all freelancers. The typesetter was a freelancer sitting somewhere. My copy editor was a young girl sitting somewhere in Delhi, typesetter in Jaipur, distributor in Chennai, printer in Noida, a PR person, you know, and the whole thing felt like it was so amazing for me. And so now, but it's a nightmare because I think it's not, it takes a long time. And I think maybe in 10 years, I'll see the fruit of all of it. Just continue to write. And it's like building a business of sorts. But you need to have the right team. And I was very lucky to find the people that I did who were so passionate that they came in together and worked so hard to do it for this one book. And of course, yeah, and that's been the journey. And I have 2 more books in me now this year. And Aruna will have to do 2 of them now. And she'll have to go and distribute 2 of them and get POs for 2 of them. And the line she doesn't want to hear from me is, book is ready, let's go. Because then she knows she's not going to sleep for the next 3 months. Because I don't let her sleep at all.
I'll be panic on your quantities, Rishma, actually. Not on
Sorry?
I'll be panic on quantities.
Yeah, I just panic her and tell her this is the print run, go sell.
Now, sir, for you, the question is, what is most sellable genre of your book, sir? And what is the ultimate style for it? But how you are doing that?
मेरे को नहीं मालूम अरुणा. I have no idea. It's a gamble. It all depends on Aruna. वो अच्छा मार्केटिंग करेगी बिक जाएगा, नहीं तो साला बिकेगा नहीं. क्यों ऐसे ही है ना जी?
आप बोल सकते हो कि whatever you are writing is sellable. That's all.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है.
I can vouch for it. So I've read your book and I can really understand the level. Like I was reliving my college days when I was in the initial pages, initial chapters, and then how an architect has grown up. So I could feel that. So I can certainly see that how students could have got connected to that book.
Thank you very much, Aniket, and thank you for and giving a beautiful review on Goodreads. Thank you very much.
Criticize I think it's all one. It's like the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The writing is in the mind of the reader. And you write for yourself and you write for the reader. I think that to criticize a best-selling novel for any reason makes no sense. Obviously, as writers, we don't like to do it because we know how much effort goes into writing a book.
Yes.
But even I do. While I might not have great feelings about the said author in terms of his political viewpoints or all of those, I will never take away from him his success, ever.
Besides, I think he's one author which made India read.
I think so.
Made India read. People, the youth had lost the habit of reading.
Absolutely. And I think that whoever can entertain and take you out of your life for a period of time, hats off, because I think, it's not easy to do. So, no, I completely agree with you on that. 100%.
My first novel, my first book is Architecture, Life and Me. It's published by Rupa. So it's a big name again. And when I went to him, it was all very, very, nicely worded and full of, what I'm talking about is big words, this and that. He says, sir, ye nahi chalega. Isko light karo, connect karo. With a young guy. I said, यार कनेक्ट करने का मतलब क्या है? I've given my best. I've given really 2 years. कितना अच्छा वो डिक्शनरी देख देख के हमने वो ढूंढे हैं, तो सब फेंक दो. मैंने ऐसे ही किया, फेंक डाला. Brought it down to myself, and I became, I wrote as I was, normal, and I think 25,000, 30,000 books were sold of the book sold, and became a cult book, and so is this Castles in the Air. So I think my honor is that, Aruna, मुझे इतना ही आता है, मुझे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं आता.
No, sir, it's such a wonderful book actually, and I feel compared to your other books, Castles in the Air is taken you in other level.
Yes,
I think you'll agree that one, and
definitely. And
like,
your effort, your push, your marketing. My stories, it was published by somebody, XYZ, and they did nothing after that, like all of us know. And through somebody, I met Aruna, and the first day we clicked very well. And I told her I was born, brought up in Bangalore, and by heart I'm a South Indian, and that went off very well. And she asked me to speak. अच्छा बताओ जरा, बोलो कन्नड़ा बोलो, तमिल बोलो. फिर मैंने बोला इसको थोड़ा सा, and then she realized कि अच्छा बंदा ठीक है. So of course उसके बाद उसने मुझे बोला एडवांस भेजो, फिर भेजा. Then she said बंदा बिल्कुल ठीक है.
जेन्युइन है.
साला एडवांस का चेक जब आया ना, फिर कहते हैं हाँ बंदा ठीक है. Satire.
You are getting excellent in that, sir.
one eyed on that word. The question for you, like what made you to start your publication? Why? That means you are like a good publisher, a big brand, Penguin is there. So what made you to start your own publishing house?
I think that one, the genre that I was writing, so there's actually even today, so one of the feedbacks actually you told me was that the bookstores would say, this is the only book that we can put next to Harry Potter and a Cassandra Clare and, the older Rachel Hartman, Terry, because there's nothing like that. So the problem when you're writing something where it's I know what they wanted. This was not what they wanted, and they were very clear to tell me that a lot of the offers I think also came to me because chalo, she can write well, she's written another book, so it's not that she's a bad writer, but we don't know if this book is going to work, right? So that was the tone of the offer. So the offer came, I think, to make me feel better. You're not bad, but we don't think this is going to sell. That was the feedback I was getting, because they didn't know how to sell it. It's not a 8 to 12-year-old book. So that Percy Jackson, Sudha Murthy, they have it covered, right? They have it tight. And they would have published it if it was a Rupa Pai, that level, that section is very nice. But they don't know what to do with the 12 to 17 section. They don't know it. And it's very competitive. You have to take this book and then you have to throw it next to very, very high level cover, very high quality covers. Covers matter a lot. They buy on the basis of the cover. You're catering, you have so many foreign authors who come in. So if you go into that section in a bookstore in the beginning, especially in Bangalore and in Chennai and in Delhi, it's all foreign and it's all series. Stephanie Meyer, Cassandra Clare, Rachel Hartman. It's massive, right? Ursula Le Guin. Then you have the Stephen King young adult, and you have the old thing. They were not ready to take the risk. So I remember a publisher came up to me and she said, Reshma, we want to do this so badly, but we don't have the guts to do it. We don't know how to market to this section because it's an Instagram heavy section. It's, the language is different. We don't know. because we only take the books that come in from outside and we repackage it and we publish it. So, and that showed in the kind of advance numbers amount that I was getting. Right? The proof is in the pudding, in the money, and in the print, and then the print run. So my husband said, you are not going to give this book for that kind of money. I don't care who the publisher is. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it for that level of print run. It's not going to happen. And so I suddenly found myself doing something I would never do, which was publish under my own imprint. I'm like, but then I knew the problems with doing that with somebody who doesn't know. I mean, how am I going to go to Prakash? How am I going to? And then of course I found you on the web. There was no contact or anything. It was just somebody that, and so, that was it. And that's what I'm trying to say. I think you have to really believe in the product.
Yeah.
So it took a lot of agonizing for me, because a lot of people said to me, you'll burn your bridges. These are publishers giving you offers. And these are not small publishers. You'll burn bridges. I mean, really, who self-publishes these days? I said, I will. I don't have much of a choice. You're not leaving me much of, because I don't think that you're going to be able to get it into every airport bookstore. I don't see the tone. I don't think I was left with any choice. And then when I spoke to you and you turned around and told me, of course I'm going to get it into every airport bookstore. I'm like, no brainer. This is a no brainer. If I have someone like you in my corner, who's willing to box it out for me. Because you need somebody like that. You need a boxer.
Yes.
You need a boxer and somebody who says, you give me the good product and I will be in your corner. And I needed to have somebody in my corner. And when I found someone in my corner, someone who was as aggressive and persistent as me, because you need to have the same mindset, I think. I think somebody else might have just told me to take a walk. So then I said to be honest, I don't think I had a choice in the matter, because I wanted a big book. Right? So I don't think I had a choice, and I'm very, very happy that I did it with you. And and I'm very happy that it got recognition as well from Mr. Sharma. That meant a lot to me. That it was a kind of like a vindication, like, okay, it's okay to do things by yourself and not follow, because a lot of people told me not to do it. A lot of people not to do it. Especially when you get offers, nobody says no to like big young adult publishers. But so, and that too, I had a great PR person who got me into all the festivals.
Yeah.
And in the festivals, everybody's like, who is she? Ye kya? What is this publishing house? Where has this girl come from? So, and which is what I loved about the publishing industry, was that it didn't matter. To most people, it didn't matter. After a while, the bookstores, it didn't matter. Everyone told me the bookstore would care. The reader would care if it wasn't a big publishing house, and the bookstore would care. The bookstore didn't care, the reader didn't care.
Yes, you're right.
Nobody cared who the imprint was. Nobody cared. All they cared was that it was in the bookstore, and that there were enough copies available. And so that's been my learning too. And I tell that to every author I meet. And that's why I send everybody your way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But it matters maybe for a debut author. So if a debut author comes up to me and says, see, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know whether it would matter to a debut author or not. I think a debut author needs a publisher like yourself as well to hold their hand in the beginning, to take them through the writing, to take them through the copywriting. I had done all that with a publisher once. So that hand holding, I think a debut author needs. A first time writer does need that. So I think they do need people, a different help at different times in your career is required. But me now, now I've been burnt some bridges bridges have been burnt.
Yeah, I second you, Reshma. A3 Foundation also is a publishing house, and 3-4 books we have published, and this is what I also do now. I mean, after Rupa and after JP and XYZ, so the previous 3 books are all my own. I mean, this is my own publication, and so we are. I totally agree with you. I think once you're on the track and you understand the publishing industry per se, and so you can publish
But you
a book.
can't do it without someone like Aruna in your corner. So you can't do it on your own. As in, like, for instance, there are people who think that you do it on your own. I'm not done it on my own.
I agree with you. I was going to complete my sentence, and I do that, and then I give it to her.
Yes, exactly. Your child now, not my problem anymore.
But the way you have revealed to us what she did for you, I'm very angry at Aruna. She did nothing for us. Thank you for telling us. And you asked me for the next check. Now I'll tell you, Aruna. Aage baat.